Here's a little food for thought, media, who's currently blackmailing the military. Of course, the military aren't angels, but they're not nearly as satanic as you are, media, who has satanic feedings where you literally use your mind hive technology and you murder 22 veterans a day. And the military lets you get away with that because they know that you got to feed, right, on these veterans. And that's what you do. But the reason that the military doesn't do anything about it is because you got them blackmailed. You see what I'm saying there? So the military's hands are tied because the Illuminati media has the military's hands tied, even though the media mind hives with this technology are actually murdering 22 veterans a day by driving them into suicide with mind hive technology. This technology can literally take over your mind and make you put a gun in your mouth and pull the trigger, right? They tried to do it to me. But DARPA had put that other technology in me, plus I had that long dormant jungle instinct, pinky, it's all in pinky in the brain. The whole story is, the whole thing is. But and that's why because all of this was plucked out of my mind because I ping information. I'm sort of a natural prophet, and what they did was they took that ability, they put technology in me when I was a kid, and they've been leeching all of this what comes in from the cosmos out of my brain. Lockheed Martin and people like that's been doing it for a long time. Now, one thing I wanted to point out to you, media, who's blackmailing the military so that you can, in a your satanic cult, the CIA and everybody can murder veterans. So you got a stalemate there. And that's exactly what's going on. Now, I'm not sure if y'all are aware of this, but the only reason that we never took out North Korea for a long time, of course, we've been friends for a while now. We were taking them uranium, and Dennis Rodman spelled all of that out, right? Symbolism there. Why did we send Rodman to North Korea? Because we were given we were given Kim Jong Un nuclear or uranium so they could develop nuclear weapons and pointed at China while we acted like we were enemies. But for a long time, we were enemies. And when we were enemies, the North Koreans at the DMZ had 180,000 rounds of mortars and artillery pointed at Seoul, which is just south of the DMZ. So basically, the only reason that we never did anything when we were enemies to Kim Jong Un is because he would have launched a barrage of mortars and artillery at Seoul, which you can't stop a mortar, or especially 180,000 of them once they're in the air. And it would have annihilated Seoul. So North Korea was holding South Korea hostage, right? Now, here's the thing, media. You can continue to blackmail the military with some shit that they did and tell where the bodies are buried because you know all of this, Illuminati media. But I just want you to know something. If we ever wanted to take out North Korea, what they would have done was called in a simultaneous missile strike, a carpet bombing, right? You carpet bomb the north side of the DMZ on a foggy morning. And on that foggy morning, you'd start getting ready. You'd kind of silently have your troops ready to invade, but what you would want to do is carpet bomb the shit out of the north side of that DMZ and take out as much of that mortar and artillery as you can, just like that, right? And it'd have to be precision. And the military is really good at precision things, right? So what the military could do in these mind hives is drop somebody in that mind hive and use that node to map out where all of these people are that are ready to blackmail the United States military. And they're obviously there right now. They've figured out who all of you are. This is a fact. So what the military would do in this situation, seeing how you've been blackmailing them and murdering their veterans this entire time, is the exact same thing that I just explained. They would know every agent, they'd know exactly where they're at, and they'd be able to take them out just like that. 100,000, 200,000 of you in the media, and the CIA, and all of these other agencies who are working in conjunction to take out the United States military while you hold blackmail over their head, when very true that all of you got blackmail too, but you control the media, so you control the narrative. Well, I can tell you what the new narrative will be when the time comes and the military turns those two keys at the same time, which one of those keys may actually be Russia. And who gives a shit if it is? That's why the media is so scared of Russia, right? Okay? When they get ready, they'll just kill all of you instantaneously at the same time. Nobody's going to talk after that, and there won't be any problems, media. I just want y'all to know that, okay? Keep killing veterans, because that's exactly what's going to happen if you keep doing it, media. And as a matter of fact, it's already past the point of no return. They're going to do that, okay? There's no stopping it, all right? It's the same concept. You just carpet bomb all of them at the same time, and you know the military is really good at stuff. I don't want to have anything to do with it, but I'm tired of watching 22 of my veterans, the guy that was dropped into y'all's media mind hive and figured out exactly what you're up to, and mapped out your entire network and know where every single one of you's at for the military, and they've leached all that information out of my brain and know exactly who you are, so they can take all of you out instantaneously at the same time. Just food for thought there, media. I'd be ready for that if I were y'all. You might want to start looking over your shoulders. Of course, I'm not going to do anything. I'll leave that up to the guys that's got the gangster card there at the Pentagon, okay?